Hello guys, welcome to Interchange 1, Unit 5. What an interesting family! In this unit, we are going to be talking about families, about present progressive, and also we will be discussing quantifiers. Let's begin. This is the Simpsons family tree. Here we have the members, so let's meet them. Here the first one we have Abe Simpson and Mona Simpson. They were married and they had 2 children, Herb Simpson and Homer Simpson. Then we have Homer Simpson and Marge Bouvier. They got married and had 3 children, Bart Simpson, Lisa Simpson, and Maggie Simpson. Also, we have Clancy Bouvier and Jacqueline Bouvier. They got married and had 3 kids, Marge Bouvier, Patty Bouvier, and Selma Bouvier. And last one, Lynn Bouvier, who is Selma's daughter. This is the first example. Abe is Homer's father. The next one, Mona is Homer's mother. Next, Herb is Homer's brother. The next one, Marge is Homer's wife. Herb is Marge's brother-in-law. Marge is Herb's sister-in-law. Selma is Marge's sister. Patty is Lisa's aunt. Lisa and Var are siblings. Maggie is Lynn's cousin. Abe is Marge's father-in-law. Jacqueline is Homer's mother-in-law. Mona is Bart's grandmother. Bart is Mona's grandson. Clancy is Lynn's grandfather. Lynn is Clancy's granddaughter. Bart is Herb's nephew. Lisa is Herb's niece. Herb is Lisa's uncle. And Homer is Marge's husband. Guys, it's time to describe our family. And here we have an example with a beautiful picture. My beautiful family. There are 4 members in my family. My mother, my father, my brother, and me. My father's name is Juan. He is a teacher. My mother's name is Carmen. She's an accountant. My brother's name is Carlos. He's a student. I love my family. So please describe your family in the comments below. Okay guys, this is the first conversation for Unit 5. This conversation is about 2 friends that are talking about their family members. Let's listen to the conversation.
Page 31. Exercise 3. Conversation. He's traveling in Thailand. Part A. Listen and practice.
Do you have brothers and sisters, Tina?
Yes, I have a brother and a sister.
Oh, what does your sister do?
She's a surgeon. She works for a medical aid organization.
Wow! And what about your brother?
He's a writer. He travels and writes about his experiences for a magazine.
What an interesting family! Can I meet them?
Sure, but my sister's not here right now. She's treating patients in Cameroon.
And your brother?
He's traveling in Thailand, and then he wants to visit my sister. I miss them.
Guys, let's continue with Unit 5. In this moment, we are going to talk about the first grammar point, which is the present continuous or present progressive. When do we use the present continuous or the present progressive? Well, we use the present continuous to talk about actions or situations happening now or that are in progress. So we use this grammar to talk about situations or things that are happening at the moment of speaking. I mean, right now. So this is the formula that we have. We have the subject, the verb be, the verb with ing or present participle, and the complement. Example, Julie is the subject. Is the verb be for Julie because Julie is she. So we used the conjugation is for the verb be. Watch, the verb with ing, watching, and the complement, a great movie. So the sentence is, Julie is watching a great movie. If you pay attention to the picture, right now, in this moment, Julie is watching a movie. She's on the couch. So it's an action that is in progress right now. So remember, the formula is the subject plus the verb be, a verb with ing, and the complement. Remember that the complement is optional, it's not an obligation. Well guys, now you know that you need to use a verb with ing or a present participle. Now, sometimes you cannot just add ing because you need to make some changes to the verb before you add ing. So here we are going to see the different cases that we have, what to do in those cases, and here we are going to see some examples. Let's begin with the first one. Most verbs. For the majority of the verbs, you only need to add ing. For example, cook, cooking, play, playing, jump, jumping. If you notice, you only add ing and then you're going to have the present participle, the verb with ing. Now, when the verb finishes in e, you need to delete letter E and you are going to add ing. Example, take, taking, bake, baking, smile, smiling. If you notice, here we have the E, but with the present participle, we need to eliminate letter E or delete it. The next one, verbs that end in IE. When a verb ends in IE, you need to delete IE and add YING. For example, die, dying, lie, lying, tie, tying. If you notice, in this one we have IE, but then for the present participle, we don't have IE because we erase IE and put YING. The same for lying and tying. The next one is for verbs that finish in EE, YE, or OE. For those verbs, you only need to add ing. For example, free, freeing, die, dying, tiptoe, tiptoeing. You only add ing because these verbs finish in EE or YE or OE. And the last one, for verbs with one syllable that end in CVC. What is CVC? Consonant, vowel, consonant. For those verbs that have one syllable and finish in CVC, you need to repeat the final consonant and add ing. For example, shop. Shop has only one syllable. Chat and swim. These three verbs, they have only one syllable. So what do you need to do? You need to repeat the final consonant because they finish in CVC. W, consonant, Y, vowel, M, consonant. H, consonant, A, vowel, T, consonant. H, consonant, O, vowel, P, consonant. So if you notice, these three verbs, they finish in CVC, or consonant, vowel, consonant, and they have only one syllable sound. So you need to repeat the final consonant. The final consonant in the first verb is P, in the second one is T, and in the third one is M. So we repeat letter P in chopping, letter T in chatting, and letter M in swimming. Remember that there are some letters that you cannot repeat. You cannot repeat the letters X, the letter Y, and the letter W. So that's basically what we need to take into consideration when we add ing to verbs. To form a present continuous or a present progressive positive sentence, we have the following formula. We have the subject plus the verb be plus the verb with ing plus a complement. So let's read the examples that we have. The first one, I am cooking right now. Let's continue. You are listening to music. She's working in the hospital. He is playing with his sister. We are taking an English test. They are sharing in the classroom. So the subjects, I, you, she, he, we, and they. The verb be, am, are, is, are, and are. The verb cook, listen, work, play, take, and shut with the ing form. And the complements, right now, to music, in the hospital, with his sister, an English test, and in the classroom. Remember, the complement is optional. To create negative sentences with the present continuous or the present progressive, the formula is basically the same that you use for positive sentences. The only difference is that we use not. We use not after the verb be. So let's read the examples. I am not cooking right now. You are not listening to music. She's not working in the hospital. He's not playing with his sister. We're not taking an English test. They are not shouting in the classroom. If you notice, or if you analyze, the only difference between these sentences and the other ones is that we are using not, because right now we are talking about negative sentences. For yes/no questions with this grammar, we are going to use the following formula. We are going to use the verb be plus the subject plus the verb with ing plus the complement. So if you notice, the difference between the sentences and the question, the yes/no question, is that we basically change the position of the subject and the verb to be. So let's read the examples. Am I cooking now? Are you listening to music? Is she working in the hospital? Is he playing with his sister? Are we taking an English test? Are they shouting in the classroom? So in that case, the only difference is that we change the position of the verb be and the subject. And also, we finish the sentence with a question mark and not with a period. So the answers are going to be yes or no. So let's see the answers. Am I cooking right now? Yes, you are. No, you're not. Are you listening to music? Yes, I am. No, I am not. Is she working in the hospital? Yes, she is. No, she's not. Is he playing with his sister? Yes, he is. No, he's not. Are we taking an English test? Yes, you are. No, you're not. Are they shouting in the classroom? Yes, they are. No, they are not. So this is very easy. If you know how to create sentences, it's very easy for you to create questions, yes/no questions, because we only change the position of the subject and the verb to be, and we finish with a question mark. For the information questions or WH questions with the present continuous or present progressive, we have the following formula. We have the WH word plus the verb be plus the subject plus the verb with ing plus the complement. So remember, some examples of WH words or question words are who, where, why, and what. Who for people, where for places, why for reasons, and what for things or information. Now let's read the examples that we have. The first one, what am I cooking right now? So what is the food that I am cooking right now? You are cooking rice. That is the answer. So if you notice here, the answer is not yes, it's not no. The answer is information. What am I cooking right now? Rice. So that is the answer. You are cooking rice. Next one. Why are you listening to music? Why? You need to give a reason to explain why you are listening to music. So, why are you listening to music? Because I'm really bored. I am listening to music because I'm really bored. Where is she working now? Where is she working now? Where? The location. Where is the person working in this moment? So she's working at home. Where? At home. That is the location. Who is he playing volleyball with? Who is he playing volleyball with? So he's playing with a person. We want to know the person that is playing with this guy. So who is he playing with? Who is he playing volleyball with? He's playing with Cindy. Who? With Cindy. Next one. What are we doing in the kitchen? What are we doing in the kitchen? What is the action that we are doing in the kitchen now? So you are making a salad. What are we doing? You are making a salad. That's the answer. And the last one. Where are they sleeping these days? What are they sleeping these days? Is something in progress. They are sleeping in a place these days. So where? They are sleeping outside. Where? Outside. So remember, we use information questions to ask about information, like places, reasons, things, people, and others. Well guys, this is the second conversation for Unit 5. Here we have two friends and they are describing families in China and families in Peru. Let's listen to them.
Page 33. Exercise 9. Conversation. I didn't know that. Part A. Listen and practice.
What a great picture. Are those your parents?
Thanks. Yes, it's my favorite picture of us.
It's really nice. So, do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, I'm an only child. Actually, a lot of families in China have only one child.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What about you, Luis?
I come from a big family. I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow, is that typical in Peru?
I'm not sure. Many families are smaller these days, but big families are great because you get a lot of birthday presents.
Well guys, this is the second grammar for Interchange 1, Unit 5, Quantifiers. We use quantifiers when we want to give someone information about the number of something, when we want to tell people how much or how many things are. We are using quantifiers in this moment to talk about families around the world, to give statistics. So we have, for the quantifiers, no one, few, not many, some, a lot of, many, most, nearly all, and all. When we talk about no one, we talk about nobody. That means 0. When we talk about all, we refer to everybody in the group. That means everybody, 100%. If we are 25, 25. If we are 30 in the group, 30. That means all, everybody. Nearly all is almost everybody. Not everybody, but almost everybody. Most is the majority, is similar to the majority. Many is a big number like 60-65%. A lot is like 50%. Some between 40%. Not many is not a lot of people. It's not a big number, but it's not so small. It's like 30, 25, 26. And few is like 15, like 10, 15. No one, it's 0. That means nobody. Here we have the information about countries. If you check, we have the same sentence in two different ways. The first one is using a percentage, and the second one is using the quantifier that is the equivalent to that percentage. So the first one, in Italy, 94% of 15-year-old kids eat meals with their families regularly. Another way to say that is, in Italy, nearly all 50-year-old kids eat meals with their families regularly. If you check 94% of, we can change it for nearly all, because nearly all is almost everybody. So 94% of, nearly all. The next one, 16.5% of people in Mexico are single. What is similar to 16.5%? Here, few. So we can say few people in Mexico are single, which is similar to 16.5%. The next one, in Dominican Republic, 0% of the people get married at age 10. In Dominican Republic, no one gets married at age 10. If you notice, no one is 0. That means nobody. 0%, no one. Now remember, when we say no one, we can mention the subject. What is the subject? In this case, in this sentence, the subject is people. But in the second version, we cannot say in Dominican Republic, no one people. No, that is incorrect, because no one represents the subject. No one is the subject in this case, so we cannot use people. So we say no one gets married at age 10. Notice that in the first one, after people, the verb is conjugated for people, they. But in the second version, the verb has S, because no one is considered third person. So remember, after no one, we need a verb, not a subject. The next sentence, 60% of girls celebrate their 15th birthday in Latin America. Another way to say this is changing 60% of for many, because 60% is close to many. So 60% of girls celebrate their 15th birthday in Latin America. Another way to say it is many girls celebrate their 15th birthday in Latin America. And the last one, 40% of the people in Sweden live alone. Another way to say this is changing 40% of for here some, because if you check, 40% is close to some. So we say some people in Sweden live alone. So remember, you only need to change the percentage, this number, for the quantifier that is the equivalent here. Remember, after no one, we need to use a verb, not a subject, and the verb needs to be conjugated for the third person. So guys, that was everything for today. Thank you for watching our video. See you next time. Bye.